All right, thank you very much for joining me. This is Gulpain back again, just back with a quick video response. And today I'm going to do a video response to Drink and Games with Josh. So I don't know who, he did a video response. It's actually very confusing. You never really know who the original video response person is, but he did a video response to someone else, I think, on your like top 10 favorite games. So if it's my top 10 favorite games, I think I've done a top 10 favorite games already. So I'm going to just, otherwise, like my top 10 favorite games just consist of like Suikoden and Castlevania, and like 10 of those. So I'm going to leave those out, and then I'm just going to pick like sort of the top 10 games that I'm playing at the moment, or like the top 10 like recent games that I've really liked, if that's okay. So coming in then, and in no particular order either, these are just like the games I've been playing recently that I've really liked. I've left out the ones that I don't like, obviously. So these are the ones that I really like. So coming in number 10 then, we got Portrait of Ruin, Castlevania. So in this one's different than the rest of the Castlevanias because you control 2 characters. I don't think you do that in, well, I know in Castlevania 3 you control 3 characters, but in this one you can switch between them, and you can switch between them and that as well. But I don't know, it's slightly different than the rest of the Castlevanias apart from Castlevania 3. So basically you switch between Jonathan and Charlotte, and you go into different paintings, and like there's different, like you're still in a castle and there's still a map and all that, and you still, you know, Jonathan uses the whip and then Charlotte uses like books and stuff. It's kind of strange, but yeah, really good. I really like that game, Portrait of Ruin. Coming in at number 9 then is, well, in no particular order, is Suikoden 4. So somebody recently bought me Suikoden Tactics, and I wanted to start it, but then I found out that it was, I knew it was something to do with Suikoden 4, like, you know, similar characters. It's in the same like you know, like islandy area. So I went back and started Suikoden 4 again, just, you know, to refresh my memory on Suikoden 4 because I hadn't played it in like a couple of years. So yeah, still love it. Just like, I know the battle system is simple, you know, if you're not doing the cooperative attacks and all that. And I know you know, when you're in the ship, like the random encounters is just like through the roof, like, but I still love Suikoden 4. Just for the heroes, like the running animation and noise, and the music in Suikoden 4 is fantastic as well. Coming in number 8 then is Broken Sword 4. So this is like the least talked about Broken Sword, I think, is Broken Sword 4, because it only, as far as I know, it only came out on PC. I have heard that it did come out on Xbox, original Xbox, but I can't find a copy of it, otherwise I would purchase it. So Broken Sword 4, fantastic game. I don't know, it's really good, but it's not as good as other Broken Swords. Still good though. Coming in number 7 then is a game that I've been playing like loads, is Kingdom Majestic. So this is like such an addictive game, especially with 2 players. You can sit there and you can play for the whole day. I recently went to visit my friend in London, and the train journey was like, what, 3 hours. So like 3 hours on the train just playing Kingdom, 3 hours back just playing Kingdom on Switch. So absolutely fantastic, and like the time just flies when you're playing it as well. So it's good like for you know, if you're on a journey or something like that. Coming in at number 6 then is Super Mario All-Stars and Mario World. So somebody kind of had a Mario challenge there a while ago, and basically I took up the challenge by just playing like Super Mario Bros. 1 and got killed at the second stage. But then I went back and I played Super Mario All-Stars again. And just Super Mario All-Stars is just like so good. Like, it updates the graphics for the original game, and I prefer the Super Mario All-Stars graphics than the original graphics now, for Super Mario Brothers 1 and 2 and 3. And I've even got the Super Mario Brothers, like the Super Mario Bros. 2 and Super Mario Bros. 3 and Super Mario World on Game Boy Advance, so I can play them as well. Just to have them all together is just excellent. So Mario All-Stars is just fantastic. Coming at number 5 then is Bloodstained. So Bloodstained is a Castlevania-like game that I recently played on the Switch. I heard the Switch was actually the worst version because it doesn't have trophies, and I don't know, something happened. There was like a game breaking bug or something, because I remember starting it and then I left it for like a month or something, and I came back and I couldn't do my save because they fixed the bug or something, and you had to restart your save again. I don't know. I didn't mind anyway, it was grand. But Bloodstained, yeah, fantastic. You play as Miriam, you go around like a castle. It's very, very similar to Castlevania because it was made by the creator of Castlevania. Coming in number 4 then is a game that I've been super enjoying, is Mario Odyssey. So I haven't really liked any of the 3D Mario games. Well, I haven't really played that many of them either, so that's why I probably don't like them. Mario 64 is okay, but I played it on the DS, so maybe, you know, with no camera, with very crappy camera control, it's not as good, so it's not the best place to play it. I didn't play any of the Wii ones yet either, Galaxy or Sunshine or any of those, like, so I need to kind of play them. so I was a bit out of, and I didn't play 3D World or 3D Land on the 3DS either. I need to buy those as well. So I was a bit out of it, so I kind of prefer the 2D Marios. Like I stuck to New Super Mario Brothers on DS and New Super Mario Bros. 2 and 3DS and all that. But Mario Odyssey is fantastic. Once I saw the trailer and you could take control, like you could spin the hat and put it on the T-Rex, I was like, I'm definitely buying that. So absolutely fantastic. Coming in number 3 then is Resident Evil 0. So I started playing Resident Evil 0 on the PlayStation 4. I think it was like last year, like during the first coronavirus lockdown, and like I love Resident Evil 0 now. I didn't really like it that much when I played Resident Evil 0 on Wii. It was okay, but the PS4 version, the graphics, everything is just so good. Like, so I really like that now, and I could go back and start it again. And I really like the mechanic of switching between the two characters as well, just like in Portrait of Ruin, which you can't really do in any other Resident Evil games. Which is an interesting mechanic, and the story is really good as well. So I wish they made another one in the style of that, because I went back to Code Veronica and I really like that as well. So I kind of like the stationary backgrounds, even though Code Veronica isn't stationary backgrounds. It's like if the camera follows you around a little bit. Coming in number 2 then is Earthbound. I replayed Earthbound on the Super Nintendo Classic Mini after I played it like 6 or 7 years ago, and like just loved it. Like, and I replayed it again, and I just love it so much. It's such a good game. It's such a simple game as well. Like, it's not a very complicated RPG. Like, the graphics aren't, you know, it almost looks like just like a really advanced Nintendo game, but it's on the Super Nintendo. Maybe some of the areas, like the Costa del Sol area, I don't know, that's what you call it in Final Fantasy 7, but the area where you kind of you get on the boat and then I don't know, it's like a beach area. That area looks pretty good, but a lot of the other areas look very simple. So that'd be number 2. Earthbound's fantastic. And then coming in number 1 then, again in no particular order, is South Park: The Stick of Truth. So I got the South Park Fractured But Whole, but I got it like in a second-hand shop. So I think Fractured But Whole comes with a download of the Stick of Truth, but I like me some physical games, so I went and bought the Stick of Truth for like £4 or something on Xbox 360, and I started it and I played it. I actually prefer the Stick of Truth to the Fractured But Whole, even though the Fractured But Whole, like, the graphics are better, you know, there's more stuff to do in it, but the Stick of Truth is just excellent. Like, so it's like a you know, a real RPG, whereas Fractured But Whole is kind of, there's a little bit more to it. Yeah, so Stick of Truth, excellent. So those are my top 10 games of the moment. If you've got a top 10 game at the moment, put them in the comments, or give me a link to your video so I can watch your video as well. Thanks very much, Josh, for actually asking the question. And I should have actually got an alcoholic beverage here, you know, in the style of Josh, but well, I'll just have a bottle of sparkling water. So bottle of sparkling water with Gull and games. So that's what my one's going to be called. So thank you for watching, and appreciate you watching till the end. I'll see you guys in the next video. Adios. Thank you very much.